our chapter. Good morning once again, children.
Good morning, sir.
Yesterday we were doing the applications of pressure. We have discussed what is pressure, and then I had given you some daily life experiences which suggest that impact of force depends upon the area on which the force is being acted. More is the area, impact of force is less, and vice versa. Have you understood that or not?
Yes, sir.
Then I had told you that numerical value of pressure is force divided by the area. So in the formula of pressure, since area is in denominator, so if area is more, then pressure will be less, and if area is less, pressure will be more. Okay, so we had learned about some experiences, daily experiences, like for example, the straps of bags are broader so that they are having more area, and hence the impact of force is reduced. Okay. Similarly, when we try to fix an iron nail in the wall, we fix it from the pointed end. Pointed end, the area of the pointed end is very less, so the impact of force is greater, and hence the nail is fixed on the wall easily. Okay. Similarly, we cut the fruits and vegetables from the sharpened end of the knife and not from the blunt end, because sharp end has less area. So when we press it, it is they are cut easily. They are cut easily. Okay, children.
Okay, sir.
Okay,
And
sir.
then I had showed you that same force, when it is acted upon on two different area, the force, impact of force, that means pressure will be more on an area which is less. Okay, I gave you example of, I took two boxes, one square box and one rectangular box, and then we had applied same force of 10 Newton. Are you able to recall?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. So now today we shall discuss that whether liquids and gases also exert pressure or not. Whether liquids and gases exert pressure or not. What do you think, children? What do you think? Yes, I'm
Liquid
asking
exert pressure.
Yes,
Karishma.
sir.
Uh,
Yes.
what, what do you think, whether liquids and gases exert pressure or not?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
They exert pressure.
Very good. Shubham, can you tell me some experiences based on which you can say that liquids exert pressure? Can you tell
Sir,
me?
yes, sir.
Please tell me.
Sir, when we fill the water balloons from the water, it enlarges up.
What does that mean?
Sir, it means that the water exerts pressure.
Very good, very good. Yes, Yashoda, can you give one more example which suggests that liquids exert pressure? Please tell me. Yashoda is not answering. So, this Kushal Soil, are you there? Kushal Soil? Kushal Soil, are you there? He's not there. Okay, Karthikeyan, can you answer? Karthikeyan? Karthikeyan?
Sir, I don't know.
Yeah, please answer. Karthikeyan. Karthikeyan, please answer. Okay, listen. We are okay. Karthikeyan Harkin don't know. Okay, no problem. Now listen, I'm going to tell you about the activities that show that liquids exert pressure in the container in which that liquid is kept. Okay, we will. Okay, Chinmay, I know that you know the answer. Okay, but time is not allowing us. We have to wind up. Okay, so let us continue with our chapter. Okay. See, there are three activities which are given in your textbook. Can you see, children? Activities which are given, they are 11.8, 11.9 and 11.10. Okay. Can you see? 11
Yes,
point,
sir.
11.9 and 11.10. Okay. So, children, we are going to see activities. I'm going to draw the figures and then it will be easy for you to understand. See, suppose we take this as Shubham has explained that if we take an open-ended glass tube, this is what open-ended glass tube. It is open at both ends. Okay, and in this one end we will tie a balloon. We will tie a balloon. Okay, children. You can see this is tied with the. Okay, this is tied balloon. Balloon is tied here. Okay, but using the rubber or thread you can tie it. Okay. Now this is empty glass tube. Empty glass tube. Empty glass tube. Okay. Now, in this, what if you fill this water into it? What will happen? This will inflate. This will inflate or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It will inflate. What does this mean? Suppose we fill water here. So water will come here also, isn't it? Are you getting along?
Yes, sir.
So this, listen, water comes in the balloon and the balloon stretches, balloon stretches and gets inflated So what does this mean? This means that the water molecules, they strike against the walls of the balloon. They strike against the walls of the balloon, and when they are striking against the walls of the balloon, they are exerting pressure. That is why the balloon gets inflated. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, if we fill more water into it, what will happen? The
The
inflation.
balloon more inflated.
Out of the glass tube.
What does this mean? This means that the pressure exerted by the liquid depends upon the length of the water column. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
More is the height up to which the water is filled, more will be the pressure, and hence more will be the inflation in the balloon. Are you getting?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
We will write down. Please write down. This shows that the pressure exerted by the liquid depends upon the height of the liquid column. height of the liquid column. Understood or not?
Understood.
Please note down, and then we will move on to the next activity. This is activity number 11.8. Activity number 11.8. 11.8. Water. Okay, this activity shows that the liquid exert pressure on the walls of the container in which it is filled. It is filled, and also the pressure exerted by the liquid depends upon the height of the water column in the tube. Okay, you will write.
Sir,
What, children?
sir, can you read the last line?
Read the last line.
Yeah, I'm right. Really. The pressure exerted by the liquid depends upon the height of the liquid column. Height of the liquid column. Now, can you read?
Yes, sir.
Please read it and write.
Sir, noted.
Noted, sir.
Okay.
Sir, please tell
Noted, children?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, No, sir. Sir, please wait 2 minutes.
Okay, I'm waiting. Wait, children.
Sir, please stop the camera.
Children, have you noted now?
Yes, sir.
Sir, 1 minute, please.
This activity shows that the liquid exert pressure on the walls of the container, and the pressure here is showing that the pressure is acting downwards. Pressure here, it is showing that it is acting downwards. Okay, children? And the magnitude of pressure depends upon the length of the water in the tube. Length of the water in the tube. Are you getting my point? Either way, water come here, so the stretching of the balloon is less, while the water here is more, so the stretching is more. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Have you understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now this activity shows that the pressure exerted is acting downwards. Now we will see in the next activity that whether the pressure is exerted in the sideways direction or not. Sideways it is acting or not. Jia Patil, please write down. I have tilted the camera also. The pressure exerted by the liquid depends upon the height of the liquid column. Okay, now I'm having.
Okay, sir, done.
Now activity 11.9. Activity 11.9, see. See, in the previous activity, we have seen that the pressure exerted is acting downwards. Now we have to see whether the pressure exerted in the sideways or not. In the sideways or not. Okay, children? Are you getting my point or not?
Yes, sir.
No, so what we will do? We will take a water bottle and we will make a hole here and we will add we will insert a pipe here and here we will fix a balloon. We will fix a balloon. Okay, children, are you getting my point?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So when we fill water, what will happen? Water will be filled here, and through this pipe, it will go here also. It will go or not?
Yes, sir. It will.
And it will fill the balloon. And what happens after some time? The balloon will get stretched and it will behave like this. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
What does this mean? What does it mean, children?
It means that the pressure depends on the height of it.
No, it shows that the
Liquid exerts pressure.
it shows that the water exerts pressure on the walls of the container also. इधर walls में इधर भी कर रहा है, इधर भी कर रहा है. और पिछली वाली एक्टिविटी हमने देखा था, it was acting downwards. Okay, children?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this activity shows is greater than this activity shows that liquid exert pressure on the walls of the container in which it is kept. Container in which it is kept. Okay, children. Any problem?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Balloon gets inflated, showing that liquid exert pressure on it and thus it gets stretched. Okay, children, any problem?
No, sir.
Please write down. This activity shows that the liquid exerts pressure on the walls of the container. Okay. Please note down. Okay, understood or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, noted, children, everyone noted this?
No, sir, please.
Please note down. This shows that the pressure is exerted on the wall because the water is going here and it is making the balloon to stretch and the balloon gets inflated. Okay, children?
Okay, sir.
Now share it on the board.
Yes, sir.
Complete.
Now let us see activity 11.10. Shall I the board?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir, you can.
Yes, sir.
11.10. What we will do, see children, we will take an empty plastic bottle or any tin tumbler and we will four holes at the same height. Four holes at the same height, like this. Suppose this is the bottle. This is the bottle. Okay, and I am making four holes here. One here, one hole here, one hole here, and okay, and suppose one hole here and one hole here. This is two-dimensional we are drawing. Okay, it is actually the bottle is three-dimensional. No, the bottle is three-dimensional. Three-dimensional. Are you getting my point?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Yes, sir. And then when we fill water into it, what will happen? What will happen, children? Water will come
Water
down.
start.
Water will come down, and since the height of these holes are at the same, so they will fall at the same distance. They will fall at the same distance from the water. Are you getting my point?
yes, sir.
Okay. So what does this mean? This means that, please pay attention. This activity shows that. This activity shows that. Shows that liquid exert equal pressure at equal depth. Equal pressure at equal depth. Equal pressure at equal depth. Okay. Any problem? Water coming out and falling at same distance from the water. Is it clear or not? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please note down, everyone. Note down, children.
Completed, sir.
All of you understood which activity demonstrates what? Can you tell me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. So now we have seen in these activities, that is 11.8, 11.9 and 11.10, that liquids exert pressure on the walls of the container in which the liquids are kept, and precisely activity 11.8 shows that the pressure exerted by the liquid depends upon the height of the liquid column. Okay, got it?
Yes, sir.
And activity 11.9 shows that the liquid exerts pressure on the walls of the container, and activity 11.10 demonstrates that the liquid exert equal pressure at equal depth. Okay, liquid exert equal pressure at equal depth. This is what activity 11.10 demonstrates. Can we move ahead, children, now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, see, here we have seen that liquids exert pressure. Now we have to see some of the daily experiences which suggest that pressure is exerted by the gases also. Pressure is exerted by air also. Okay, see, activities to show, activities to show that gases also exert pressure, also exert pressure. See, recall from class 7th, there was a chapter called wind storms and cyclones. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
There was a
Yes,
chapter
sir.
called wind storms and cyclones. There I have told you about some of the properties of air. Some of them they are, please listen, moving air is called wind. Okay, and please pay attention. Air expands on heating and it contracts on cooling. Do you remember?
Yes, sir.
Air expands
Yes, sir.
on heating and it contracts on cooling. This we have seen. Okay, and and air moves from a region of high pressure to a region of low pressure. This is why storms are created. Are you able to recall?
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
then one of the properties that I have told you there, that air exert pressure. Air exert pressure. So let us see some of the daily life experiences which demonstrate that air exerts pressure. That air exerts pressure. Okay, children? Now see, when you take a balloon in which there is no air, so its size is small. Its size is small. So when you fill air into it, either through your mouth or through a machine, what happens? What happens, children?
Balloon inflated.
Balloon gets inflated. Why does it happen? Because the particles of air, please pay attention, particles of air, they get collided with the walls of the balloon, that is rubber, it is the rubber, and when these particles of air, they get collided with the walls of the balloon, they exert pressure, and this is why the balloon gets inflated. Balloon gets inflated. This is one of the activity that shows that air exerts pressure. Okay, children. Okay. Now, children, can you fill air in a balloon in which there is a small hole? There is
No,
small
sir.
hole.
No, sir.
Why?
Because the air will pass on by the hole.
Okay. Because when we fill the air particles will escape from the balloon. Okay. Next, another activity that demonstrates air exerts pressure is, see, when you ride a bicycle in which the tubes have sufficient air, and you can ride the bicycle nicely. But suppose there is a nail which gets inserted into the tire. What happens to them? What happens?
The tire pops.
The tire gets punctured. Okay. And when tire gets punctured, the whole of the air comes out. And the volume of the tube gets reduced. होता है कि नहीं होता है?
Yes, sir.
And then you go to a cycle shop mechanic, the shopkeeper, he makes the puncture. How puncture is made? it takes out the tube and takes out the cutting of a tube, another tube, and fixes some adhesive, and that piece of tube is fixed on the place where there is hole in our tube. Okay, this is how he repairs puncture. This is how.
Yes, sir.
And then once the tuber is repaired, then he fills the air. Again, air does not come out. What does this suggest? This suggests that the particles of air, they collide with the walls of the tube, and the tube gets inflated. Same as that of the balloon. Same as that of the balloon, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
Another activity that suggests air exerts pressure is, see, you might have seen the hoardings and the banners on the roads. Okay, when there is high speed wind blows, these banners and hoardings, they get blown away with the wind, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
This also suggests that air exerts pressure. Now, in order to avoid these hoardings and banners to be torn out with the wind, what do we do nowadays? What do we do?
We make holes on them.
Yeah, we make holes on the hoardings and banners so that if the wind is moving at a greater speed, that wind can get the way to move on, and hence the hoardings or the banners are protected from torn out by the action of wind, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
So these are some of the activities or the daily life experiences that suggest that air exerts pressure. Okay, children.
Okay.
First, please take it right down. A balloon gets inflated. When we fill air, air into it. This is because particles of air collide with the ball of balloon, which is elastic. Okay, a balloon gets inflated when we fill air into it. This is because particles of air collide with the walls of balloon, which is elastic, and thus the rubber gets stretched. This shows that air exerts pressure. Air is a mixture of gases, no? Air is nothing but is a mixture of gases, no, children? Gases exert
Yes.
pressure. Okay. Any problem? Second.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what is air collide?
कोलाइड का मतलब होता है टकराना. कोलाइड का मतलब क्या होता है? टकराना. When we fill air into the balloon, what happens? The particles of air, they strike against the walls of the balloon. They strike. Collision means striking. Okay?
Okay.
Collision means striking. So when they strike against the walls of the balloon gets stretched. the air filled in a cycle tube, the air filled in a cycle tube makes it inflated by applying pressure on the tube, but when tube gets punctured, the whole air escapes out of the tube, making tube to shrink in size. Okay. This shows that air exerts pressure on the walls of the tube. Okay. Any problem, children?
No, sir.
Okay. Now the last you can write down for hoardings and banners. You can write in your own words. Can you write?
Yes, sir.
Hoardings and banners. Okay. So with this we have to conclude our class, and there is only one topic left in this chapter, that is atmospheric pressure, that we will study in the next class. Okay, children?
Sir, please wait beside.
Yes, I am waiting. Please note down, children.
Completed, sir.
Completed, no? Okay. Now I am ending up the class. Thank you and have a nice day, children.
Thank you, sir, for teaching us.
But please make sure that you are writing the third activity